Hi guys, my name is Tully and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, I'll start by introducing myself. It is my first time doing this thing and I am nervous and at the same time super excited. My name is Tully. I am originally from Port Elizabeth and I grew up here. I was born, in fact, raised up and grew up here. I grew up here and I'm a second born of 7 kids. Yes, we are 7 of us. I'm a second born. In 20, I did my high school, I did my primary school here, and in 2012, I matriculated. 2013, I took a gap year. I took the gap year because I didn't qualify for what I wanted to do in the university. In fact, I didn't qualify for any course in the university. I grew up wanting to be a social worker because I grew up in a disadvantaged family. I wanted to, because I thought I would understand. I don't know what I thought, but I thought I could understand what poor kids or reckless kids went through because of being coming from a disadvantaged family. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I wanted to be that's where I wanted to see myself. I wanted to be the change that I want to see. I wanted to be hands on. I don't know how to explain it, but the only career that made sense to what I wanted to do was becoming a social worker, because that's what we were told, that social workers help people, right? So I didn't qualify for it. Then I took the gap year because I didn't qualify and my parents didn't have money to take me to the college. So I took a gap year. In 2014, no. In 2013, while I was taking my gap year, I got a job. A friend of mine told a friend that there's a saloon that is looking for people to employ. So I thought, since I had this skill of doing people's hair, let me just take it. I mean, I've got nothing to lose. So I did take the job and I worked for a few months there in the salon doing people's hair, and I was almost responsible for everything. I mean, from booking, I mean, like, I was the only worker there in that salon. So I did everything, but my mind was like, was like, you need to go back to school. You need to find a stable job with a better income, because what I had as a kid when I was growing up, I wanted to improve my home, and the only thing that I had in mind to improve my home was to have a stable job and a stable work in the stable job. So what I did, I went back to school. I applied in PU College the next year, which was 2014. Yes, in 2014 I went back to school, and then I did marketing management, because that's the only course then that I thought I can relate to. Accounting, me, no. Hospitality, me, no. All the other courses, they didn't make sense to me. I was like, okay, since I wanted to work with people, and maybe in marketing may open doors for me. So it was a 3 years course, 18 months, where it was divided into 18 months. The first 18 months is theory, and the other 18 months is practicals. And when you combine the practicals, the 18 months in practicals and the 18 months in theory, you get you get a diploma. Yeah, right. So I did my 18 months in theory. Then I had to look for internship. and it was a struggle. Oh no, wait. Before I finished the 18 months, I failed the last semester with two subjects, I think. And I could not understand it. Like, really, I could not understand it. How did I fail? But deep inside within me, there was this voice saying that this is a divine delay. But because I was hurt, I ignored it. And when I was trying to go and to apply for a sub, there was a delay and I could not. So I had to wait another 6 months doing nothing. I could not apply for internship, and I could not write the exam to do a rewrite on that exam because of the delay that had occurred. So I was so frustrated. I was frustrated because people that I was with in my class, they were getting internships, and I feel like I was being left behind, and I felt like I was being delayed. But I had no choice but to wait for that 6 months to end. And after it has ended, I applied for a sub, and then I passed my sub. Then I had the full 18 months theory part. Then I thought it would be easy to get the job, to get the internship. I applied in various companies. I applied, and I was not taken. And in the back of my mind, I want to improve my home. I know how I grew up. I don't want to live in that life anymore. That life of lacking. I don't want to live it anymore. And to me, when I grew up, I thought if I had matric, I had the qualification, it would be easy like that to just get a job. So from wanting to get an internship, I said, you know what, this thing of searching for internship is not working. Let me just take any kind of job that comes my way. I began to apply, went for interviews. Some were even promising as if I was going to be taken. But guess what? There was not even one single company that say, you know what, come, we are taking you, we are taking for your contract. Because at that time I was really praying for at least 3 months contract to have a stable job. I know there is some, with the little that I have, there's something that I can change for my home. And as I was doing people's hair, I was still applying. And for me, doing people's hair or owning a salon was never in my mind. In fact, I never allowed it to bloom, this idea of having a salon to bloom in my mind, because I was like, you know what, girl, you are not going to have a container, you're not going to have a container and be those hairstylists. I didn't even considered myself as a hairstylist. All I wanted was a stable job with a stable income to improve my home. So I couldn't get anything. And I remember that year I had cut my hair short, and someone gave me their hairpiece. And since I had a fade on my hair, a fade haircut, so what I did, I made a wig out of that and I sent them. And she said, you know what, you can actually do a business out of this. And I was like, who? Me? Business? No. Hairstylist? Me? No. Like, I didn't even think twice. I was like, no, this girl, I can't be doing that. I can't be doing people's hair for the rest of my life. And I can't be doing people's hair because everyone is doing it. And I'm not going to do it. And then that was it. Little did I know that the only thing that was moving and that was constant, it was it was the clients wanting to do hair often, every month. I mean, I had cash. I didn't like anything. If I wanted to buy toiletries, I knew that I had loyal customers that would come, and I would take that money. Sorry, I would take that money and buy toiletries. If I need to go out with friends, I'll take that money and go out with friends. If there was something that I need to buy for the house, I would take that money and for me, I never really reconsidered it. Ukuthi, you can actually make something of living out of this. So in 2018, I relocated, went to Durban. I was like, okay, you know what? I was born in Port Elizabeth. I grew up here and I did my everything here. Let me just go and change to another province for a change. Hey, I went to Durban, and guess what? I did apply. I started applying for Durban while I was still in Port Elizabeth. That was 2017. I started applying and I could not get any job. I didn't even secure any interviews. I actually did, but it didn't went well. So the only thing then that sustained me, like I was financially sustained by clients that I got there. Like I got there and I did people's hair in Durban. And I was like, okay, this is so strange. 3 years has passed. No job, no interview, no internship. The only thing that is constant, it is doing people's hair. And I was like, okay. I took a deep breath. Okay, I was like, okay. Maybe Father God, you are speaking to me. Maybe you are trying to pass a message and I'm not listening. So I went back to Port Elizabeth, came back, and then I think I opened a bank account, a business account. I started coming up with names for the business, but still I was not, satisfied. I was not satisfied because of the picture that I have. There were so many things that were in my mind. I wanted a stable job. Those were things that were in my mind. A stable job, a stable income to improve my home. And I justified that because I was saying to myself that, you know what, I have matric, I have this theory, 18 months of theory. And there are people out there who do not have matric. There are people out there who do not even have this 18 months of theory that I have. And they are employed, and here is me, is not employed. So I started coming up with names for the business, and then I decided to name it Tully's Art. But then I had not registered it. I did a logo and I had a name, and while I was still in the process of doing registering the business, I had a DM. Someone DM'd me and said, hi sis, I am hosting a women empowerment and I would like you to showcase your business there. I was like, business, me, showcase. So we exchanged numbers, and then she explained fully to me what she had in mind and what she was doing and why she was doing it. And it made sense because it was in August, in Women's Month, exactly on Women's Day, 9th of August. And I had to prepare a proper presentation, PowerPoint presentation. I was like, okay, Father God, is that you? So I prepared for a presentation, and I thank God that she came and approached me, because we were not even friends. We literally met for the first time when I went there to the event, to do the presentation. But I thank God and I thank her because it made me realize what exactly that I want. It made me realize the kind of hairstylist that I am. It made me realize the business that I have and the skill that I have. So I did a presentation and it went well. And when I was there, some speaker said that, you know what, Tully, you need to register your business because your ideas are amazing. The plans and the goals that you have for the business are amazing. My fear is that someone will steal your ideas and register them, and you will have no say because your business is not registered. I was like, what? So what I did, I registered the business, and I think that I went to that seminar because if I had not gone into it, it would have taken me such a long time because I was dragging. I wasn't sure if I could be a business person. I wasn't sure if I could even register this business. But I thank God that I went to that seminar and I did that presentation, and through that presentation I was able to have that boldness and that courage to actually register it, because in my mind I was like, what if someone else wants me to do a presentation, or what if someone wants to fund the business or to sponsor the business and they want to have my paperwork. So what I did, I registered the business, and also at that time I was running a project because I wanted to take myself to driving school, and I used the money that I saved up, the money that I got from doing people's hair. And I remember I had a hashtag that said take Tully to driving school. And currently now, and because of the lockdown, I haven't had my license yet, but I'm still at driving school taking some lessons to have a license. So in all, what I'm trying to say is that I have a registered business, which is Tully's Art. I deal with natural hair most of the time. I do braiding, fox locks, and contours, and also recently, which is, I don't know if it's an achievement because I've been taking a lot of time to know myself, to do evaluation and the kind of person that I am and the kind of person that I would love to be. So this year I entered for Miss Port Elizabeth 2020 and I am the one of the finalists. Yes. I'm one of the finalists of Miss Port Elizabeth 2020 because remember, I wanted to be a social worker. And I just realized that I don't need to be a social worker to actually be the change that I want to see. But working with charity and doing volunteering stuff can actually do what I always wanted to do than getting qualified for it. Qualification doesn't really matter when it comes to of helping the community. So I am the Miss Port Elizabeth 2020 finalist. Please vote for me. I will show you at the end of this video the details to vote for me. If it happens that you see the video while the pageant is still running, thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I really hoped it was going to be short, but it was long. I really enjoyed doing this video. Please do subscribe to my channel, like and comment. For now, it is a goodbye from me.